What you're doing here is you're practicing awareness. And if you do this exercise and you're not trying to solve a problem, this is an abstract mental exercise. You're just noticing your own mental activity, because actually, isn't that what's tripping us up? Our own mental activity. And so you're noticing a thought. In the instant you notice the thought, it goes away. And that's the end of the exercise. Okay, now what happens when you do this? Eventually, and this happens in days, not weeks, there is a light bulb moment where you suddenly realize that voice in your head is not you. And then you will realize that it's been controlling your emotional reactions in the relationship, and you will be able to stand there in real time and see this happening as it's happening.
Yeah.
You will have that mindful moment. As the defensive starts, you'll immediately realize what it is.
And I'm even thinking, Mark, about how this would have helped me when I was in situationships where I kept thinking of what was said. I couldn't just leave it there. I just thought, okay, well, he said this, and this is what he means, and this is what it implies, and how could he say that? And I just keep going, like doing like
Right.
what that right side of the diagram does. But if I would have just listened to what they said, not even processed it, but like, okay, that's what they said. I didn't have to go through all of that torture, which is what we do so often. So we always
Mm-hmm.
have that mental chatter that never stops.
Right. So you just sit with your eyes open, wait for the next everyday thought, notice the thought. When you notice the thought, it immediately stops, and that's the end of the exercise. But what you're training your brain to do is become aware, and it will click. There's a moment where it clicks. And then what happens when you're interacting with your partner, there'll be a moment in the interaction where you'll realize what's going on, and you'll see how your brain wants to hijack your perception, and you'll be able to step out of it before it gets out of control.